It's the Unity Champs, ready to show no mercy to their Mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful, and Mutiny has been running scared.
The Unity Champs have a new face, but are hoping for the same old result when they defend their titles. And the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bayley hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home. There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bayley onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bayley and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series and therefore the entire future of WWE.
German suplex. Oh, what a clothesline. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Oh, float over Russian leg sweep. Oh.
Got drilled with a devastating knee strike.
The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way.
He's got to keep in mind, pacing is everything in a tag match like this.
Point of a lariat. Placing him in the corner.
Oof, running knee in the corner. Oh my God.
Now a big swing of momentum against King.
CM Punk is stifling the opposition now.
Oh, an axe handle. Effective counter.
And that could be the first step towards Lexis gaining control.
Maybe King's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Knee right to the face.
Big knee lift. And a short clothesline.
Leaping kick connects. Made it for the tag. Using a handful of hair to deliver the snapmare. And this is even worse, my goodness.
Turns that in his favor.
Irish whip from Punk on Bayley.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the Whirlwind Splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bayley invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bayley and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bayley on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy trying to start a new world order, Who do you think riled up R-Truth and got the Raw and SmackDown rosters fighting each other? That would be me. Who do you think put the mutiny mask in Naomi's locker, huh? You thought it just magically transported its way from the trash can? It was me! You simpletons. You two used to date, right? Well, consider this a classic breakup. There were some lies, some cheating, and when I didn't need you anymore, I dumped your pathetic asses. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
Not great. Definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Punk said this was like a breakup, and it feels that way.
It reminds me of when we split up, actually.
But ultimately, you must have mended fences to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it took time. But eventually we realized we worked better as friends.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately, but maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Hey, we haven't had the chance to talk since everything happened with Punk. What a shame. If only Becky and I had won those Unity titles from you.
What difference would that have made?
Punk would have been too scared of us to make that kind of move, and WWE would be in a much better position right now.
Punk made that move because he was scared of me and my partner. You know, the team that beat you and your better half.
Okay, look, we're on the same side here. And we're playing checkers while Punk is playing chess. Not to mention rewriting history. He just proclaimed Big E as the first NXT champion, inspiration to current champ Trick Williams and the real architect of NXT.
Wait, Big E's with Mutiny now?
No, Punk's just using his name to rile me up. First NXT champion? That's me. And architect of NXT? Punk is slapping my legacy in the face.
So this is a personal crusade disguised as allegiance. Are you trying to find a strategy to protect WWE from Punk? Or is it all just about Seth freaking Rollins?
Why can't it be both? I'll tell you what, I'm heading to NXT to put on a show and remind everyone who laid the first brick. We need that kind of fire and history in our corner at Survivor Series. I've got the plan and the passion. Let me bring that fight to the best of 3 series.
You want in on Survivor Series? How do I know you'll still be committed after you've gone and made your point at NXT?
Because I had an issue with Punk long before all this. I won't get tired of fighting him anytime soon. And I might be fighting my battles, but I'll also be winning us the war. So what do you say?
I hear you, Seth, but I need to weigh all our options. I'll get back to you.
Don't take too long. Every day that passes is another day Punk has the upper hand. We need to strike fast. I refuse to sit on the sidelines when my legacy's at stake.
Understood.
Hey, Yus. How you holding up after Punk's backstab?
Just trying to stay under the radar, observe for a bit, and figure out my next move. It's chaos out there.
Chaos? Bro, it's a straight-up betrayal. And I'm not even talking about Punk. Everyone around here is just kicking back, watching Mutiny rip through this place. Like, where's the loyalty?
I hear that. The balance of power could definitely shift in our favor if we had a few more heavyweights on our side.
You talking about someone like Roman? He always thinks these squabbles are beneath him, but it's not as bad as Triple H and the higher-ups giving Mutiny a free pass. Now that's messed up.
Well, if anyone might have a certain high-ranking member of the board on speed dial, it'd be you.
Try. Man, Barack's caught up in that Hollywood glam. Can't see past the box office. He's been wearing a suit too long. We see Mutiny's tearing down WWE, and he sees ratings and dollar signs.
Then it's on us to figure out how to hit them where it hurts. Time to play the game smarter, not harder.
Yeet. Look, Goose, if you want me, I'm all in for being a part of Team WWE at Survivor Series. I'll do whatever it takes to stop Mutiny in their tracks.
We need all the help we can get. I'm thinking we can get you and Jimmy on board. Have you been in touch with him lately?
It's just, with Jimmy, man, it's complicated. We ain't been right for a minute. You sure you need me to do that?
Families are complicated. Let me think about it and weigh my options. I'll get back to you if it's the right move.
Yeet.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. Well, there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
That's a strong argument, Drew. But Punk has a lot of enemies, and there's a long line of people in WWE who want a piece of him. Let me talk to everyone who wants in, and we'll make a decision.
Talk to whoever you want, but you best make the call soon.
So have you made your decision? The clock's ticking, and I'm ready to light up Punk and NXT.
Yes, you're the guy, Seth. Let's harness that fire and show Mutiny what they're up against.
That's what I wanted to hear. I'll start the groundwork at NXT. By the time Survivor Series rolls around, we'll have them reeling. Well, if it isn't the NXT Mutiny Welcoming Committee. Where's my gift basket, KO?
What are you doing here, Seth? This isn't gonna turn out well for you.
Relax. I just thought Mutiny could use a history lesson. I'm the first ever NXT champion. I even have my original championship belt to prove it.
That old thing. We've moved on, Seth. Clinging to the past doesn't change where NXT is headed now.
It's not about clinging to the past. It's about setting things right. Mutiny might be trying to rewrite history, but this belt and what I built here can't be erased. I started this brand, and if necessary, I can end what Punk's turned it into.
End it? We're already way more than you can handle, and we're getting stronger every day.
Stronger? No. Bigger? Yes. Mutiny's bloated. But I'm not worried about the extra bulk you've added. It's the quality that counts, and Mutiny is sorely lacking.
Oh, really? Well, I'm sure Punk would be more than happy to let you take on our current NXT champion, Trick Williams. The new and improved versus the old and removed.
Cute. But why stop there? See, Mutiny thinks small. I think big. Me against Trick, both of our championships suspended above the ring in a ladder match.
Fine, but you just made a huge mistake.
Did I, Kev? Or maybe you did. Because now I will climb that ladder and remind everyone about the real NXT that I built.
It's a homecoming for NXT original Seth Rollins.
Seth's bringing more than just nostalgia tonight. The original NXT Championship represents his roots, and he's here to prove the tree he planted in NXT is still standing strong.
And what a statement it would make to reclaim glory on the same ground where he first made his mark. This isn't a title match. It's a battle for legacy.
Ladders are set. The belts hang above. The battle for NXT history is on.
It's Trick Willie.
So much swagger, so much confidence.
Williams sees himself as the next big thing.
And he's not the only one who does.
Look, if he wants to be able to walk out here with a victory, he's got to be able to adapt against Seth Rollins. It is crucial for his survival.
And we're underway in a ladder match for 2 belts and a control over the history of NXT.
Seth needs to prove that you can't just rewrite the record books without a fight. Trick Williams might be Punk's vision for NXT, but Rollins is poised to show that he is not easily forgotten.
It's a clash of eras, Corey. Past versus present to shape the future. Tonight could redefine NXT's trajectory. You could see that each strike drained their opponent's energy.
Just ruthless. That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport.
I missed you. I wanted to knee you in the face again.
Nasty right hand. Vicious enziguri.
Here we go.
Crossbody
To the floor.
Pinpoint precision, right on target. He gets out of the way.
Straight impact on the throat.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
The Kingslayer is dominating.
A messianic display of offense from Rollins.
Jumping knee strike.
Lights out. Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch.
Oh, getting knocked around by the ladder.
Whoa, the ladder hits.
Jeez, that's gotta hurt.
Caught with the elbow. Oh, man.
He didn't need that eyebrow anyway.
The champ is starting to suffer.
Yeah, Seth with the potentially game-changing offensive maneuver there.
And Trick's having trouble managing this onslaught.
Williams having trouble getting his bearings.
Using the ladder as a weapon. Ouch. Into the barricade. First into the barricade. Coming back from the outside now. The champ is down, and Seth's got a clear opportunity.
He's gonna do it.
He's climbing the ladder.
It's CM Punk. Where the hell did he come from?
And he's got handcuffs.
Punk wasn't content to just stand by and watch.
To borrow a phrase, business just picked up.
We're not going anywhere.
Oh, the architect is handcuffed to that ladder. He has no chance to win this match now.
Punk had a plan for this match all along.
This is hard to watch.
If Seth came down here to Mutiny's home base looking for a fair fight, he's a fool.
A fool who can only look on helplessly as Trick Williams is about to walk away with Seth Rollins' original NXT Championship.
I can't believe this.
And there it is. Trick Williams has grabbed the belts in a match where Rollins was outnumbered.
This isn't a victory to be proud of.
The record books won't show how, only who. And tonight, it was all NXT champion Trick Williams.
This is a sad night for the history of NXT.
Let me talk to you, Seth. Look at you, walking back in here to Raw with nothing but a story to tell. You're lucky all you lost was your old belt down there in NXT.
It's not just about the belt. Mutiny is running wild, and nobody's stopping them. They're tearing apart everything I built.
Hey, you know, you're not the only one with fond memories of NXT, man. Everything I've achieved, it basically started there. And I get it, man, it's tough watching Mutiny destroy everything like they are.
Especially when the board seems more than happy to wait until Survivor Series and hope for the best.
Right? It's like they're a bunch of dummies just watching a ship sink and hoping it'll suddenly start floating by itself.
I'm not willing to let this place and my legacy disappear.
Well, charging in head first didn't exactly pan out last time, did it? Maybe you need a new strategy. And some help.
Maybe I do.
Let's make sure you understand that I'm telling you the man they call the Megastar's willing to have your back in this fight, right?
Yes.
All right, good. And don't you mean... yeah?
I mean, yes. But let's do it.
Okay, then let's show Mutiny whose game this is.